The whispering woods hummed with magic, sunlight dripped through the leaves, the air buzzed with unseen energy. This was Eldoria, a land of vibrant beauty and ancient power. A young man named Kale walked through the trees. He wore leather armor and carried a sword on his back. His eyes, the color of warm honey, shone with kindness and determination. Kale wasn't like other warriors. He was known for his gentle heart. Kale wasn't afraid of a fight, but he believed in helping those in need. He treated everyone with respect, even his enemies. This made him different. It made him special. Kale was on a quest to save his people and the land he loved. His heart was heavy with the weight of responsibility, but his spirit remained unbroken. He would face whatever trials lay ahead. The prophecy was old. It had been passed down for generations. It spoke of a crimson star, a celestial sign of impending doom. The star had appeared in the night sky, a blazing red omen. It cast a long shadow over Eldoria. The prophecy also spoke of a hero, a warrior with a kind heart. This warrior would embark on a perilous quest. The fate of Eldoria rested on his shoulders. Kale knew he was that warrior. The elders had given him a task. He had to find 3 ancient artifacts. These artifacts were hidden in dangerous places. Each artifact held a piece of forgotten magic. Only together could they banish the Crimson Star. The fate of Eldoria rested on Kale's shoulders. Kale knew the risks, but he didn't hesitate. He embraced his destiny with courage and compassion. He was ready to face the unknown. Kale's journey led him east. He crossed the whispering woods and entered a vast desert. The sun beat down mercilessly. Sand stretched out as far as the eye could see. This was the Sand Sea, the first trial of his quest. The air shimmered with heat. Illusions danced on the horizon. Kale knew the desert was deceptive. It tested the will of travelers. He had to stay focused. He had to push on. The first artifact was hidden in the Shifting Sands Temple, an ancient ruin swallowed by the desert. Legend said the temple held a powerful amulet, the Amulet of Shifting Sands. It had the power to control the desert winds. Kale ventured into the heart of the Sand Sea. He faced blistering winds and searing heat, but he never lost sight of his goal. He would find the amulet. He would save his people. As Kale journeyed, he encountered a group of nomads. Their faces were weathered by the sun and wind. They were lost and desperate. Their water supplies had run dry. They were on the verge of succumbing to the unforgiving desert. A warrior bound by duty would have continued on. Every instinct told Kale to keep moving. Time was precious, but Kale was not just any warrior. He was a warrior of compassion. He couldn't ignore their plight. Kale approached the nomads. He offered them his own water and supplies. They looked at him with surprise and gratitude. Kale's kindness had saved them. It had given them a second chance. The nomads, touched by Kale's generosity, shared their knowledge of the desert. They warned him of the dangers that lay ahead. They told him about the mythical creatures that roamed the sands. Their guidance proved invaluable. It helped Kale navigate the treacherous landscape. Section 5. The Valley of Whispers and the Lost Language of Beasts. Following the nomad's guidance, Kale ventured into the Valley of Whispers, a place shrouded in mystery and ancient lore. A place where the wind carried the whispers of ancient spirits, echoing the secrets of the past. The valley was home to strange and wondrous creatures, beings that seemed to belong to another world. Creatures unlike anything he had ever seen, their forms both beautiful and terrifying. Kale encountered a pack of sand wolves, their presence both majestic and intimidating. Their fur shimmered like gold dust in the sunlight, creating an almost ethereal glow. Their eyes glowed with an eerie intelligence, as if they could see into his very soul. They circled him, baring their teeth, ready to defend their territory. They were guardians of the valley, protectors of its ancient secrets. But Kale remembered what the nomads had told him, the wisdom passed down through generations. He remembered the lost language of beasts, a language forgotten by most but still alive in the whispers of the wind, a language of gestures and empathy, a way to connect with the creatures of the valley. He lowered his sword and approached the wolves slowly, his movements deliberate and respectful. He spoke to them with respect, not fear, his voice calm and soothing. He showed them kindness, not aggression, his actions guided by empathy and understanding. To his surprise, the wolves understood, their aggressive stance softening. They sensed the goodness in his heart, recognizing his pure intentions. They calmed and allowed him to pass, their trust earned through his genuine compassion. Kale's ability to connect with the creatures of Eldoria was a testament to his pure heart, a rare gift in a world often ruled by fear and misunderstanding. It was a gift, a reflection of his extraordinary empathy, a bridge between worlds that few could cross. Section 6. The Ancient City of Eldoria, and the Trial of Courage. Kale finally reached the Shifting Sands Temple. The journey had been long and arduous, filled with countless perils and challenges that tested his resolve at every turn. It was a majestic ruin, half buried in the sand. The temple stood as a testament to the ancient civilization that once thrived here, its grandeur now partially obscured by the relentless sands of time. Statues of ancient warriors guarded its entrance. These stone sentinels, with their imposing stances and weathered features, seemed to watch over the temple, as if still protecting it from intruders.